What up, YouTube? Rich the Return Rider coming to you from Lake City, Florida. Coming from Interstate Cycles here. For all you folks that's here for the first time, thanks for tuning in. For all you folks that's return viewers, I appreciate you coming back. For all that subscribe to the channel, guys, appreciate the support. For you folks that haven't yet subscribed, guys, hit that subscribe button so we could continue to bring you some of this content. Anyway, folks, let's talk about it, man. So we're out here today. Let's start this out here with a little U-turn. It looks wide enough for a figure eight. Yeah, guys, like to always start my video out here getting a little bit of practice in. Yeah, a little bit of emergency braking. But yeah, folks, let's talk about it, man. As you can see from the topic up there, here we are again. Nice Indian. We are back to the topic of recalls. Now the question we have, guys, or I have, is did Honda drop the ball on the new recall? So if you folks, I'm sure if you're a Honda rider, the Generation 6, you've already heard the news that there's now a new recall out there for the 2018 to, I don't know, maybe the 2024, the Generation 6 Honda Goldwing. And this one seemed to be a little bit more serious than the previous one. They are talking about, I think it's called a U-bolt, a bolt that goes, I guess, between the engine and the transmission. Now, I just reached out to RC Hill Honda. This is November, I think the weekend here of the 10th. And they said the recall, they should be getting a notice out this month. It's 2024. So yeah, guys, I'm waiting to hear what the situation is there. And I gotta admit, folks, I'm a little disappointed. Now, how many of you folks are disappointed that it seems like, again, Honda has dropped the ball? You see, with all the competition out there, guys, one of the things that we always brag about when it comes to the Honda products is reliability. And this recall seems to be one that is, I'm going to call it kind of a biggie. Let's get on the highway here instead of the back roads. So we can flex the muscle a little on the yeah, maybe riding like that is the reason that these bolts are coming loose. I don't know. But anyway, folks, yeah, man, just love flexing the muscle out for some throttle therapy. Love the performance of the Honda Goldwing. But, you know, one of the things that I'm concerned about in a lot of the new vehicles that's coming out is all of these recalls. And a lot of times it's minor stuff, a little electronics or airbags and different things like that. But from what the rumors I'm hearing is that this might be a kind of a big repair. In some cases, they might have to remove the engine. Now, I did see some videos out there with folks saying that they can get to that bolt without removing the engine. Now, the question is, what is the deal with the bolt? Because I know there are folks out there that got almost 100,000. I think there's one old Honda Goldwing rider that have over 100,000 miles on this motorcycle. I watched Chris Caliente and all of the guys ride all over the place, and there have been no issue with this bolt. So what is causing this specific bolt to fail? Now, assumably, it could be a bad batch of parts. Don't know what it is, man. If you folks know any more about that, you can leave it in the comment section. But I'm a little concerned that, you know, Honda seem to be having these, you know, this second recall. Now, in doing this video, I didn't make any comparisons of the other recalls I did on the previous video with the fuel pump issue. That not only Honda was having some of these recalls, but it was Indy and BMW have had a recall, Harley Davidson. But an engine bolt that is either breaking or coming loose. And the other questions that I have, folks, is how long did Honda know about this issue? Is it one of the reasons for that delay in the 2025 50th anniversary Honda Goldwing. Because if this is the case, this is not going to be a cheap repair for Honda. The other question becomes how long to take for us to have these machines serviced. Now I got to tell you, when I was waiting for the fuel pump, I felt like I was waiting for that fuel pump probably about 6 months. Yeah, how long is it going to take for this repair to be done? How many bikes will fail with that catastrophic failure before it is actually addressed? And I got to tell you folks, it would be better for Honda to do this repair sooner rather than later. Because if it's just a matter of changing a bolt to rectify this issue, if you wait till you have engine failures, I could only envision the amount of money that it will cost to either replace a complete engine or to have to do a tear down and rebuild. So yeah, folks, I gotta tell you, man, I'm a little disappointed of this recall here. I would be lying if I say that I'm not. But I'm not very concerned when I realize that this might be just a couple of incidents or isolated incidents. But guys, if this incident is an incident that happened to you, you are going to be very, very disappointed with a failure of a Honda Goldwing that is as catastrophic as taking the engine out. When I say taking the engine out, I'm talking about actually having that engine fail. I had to jump on that one there to hear what you folks have to say about it. There's lots of information out there, or lots of opinions out there on these issues. You know, does it still make the Honda Goldwing the motorcycle of choice? I still love this motorcycle, every bit of it. I still think it's the best bang for the buck, and hopefully it's the last of the recalls. You know, one of the things that I looked up when I was looking at the history of recalls on Honda was one that would have also concerned me in the previous generation, the older generation of Honda Goldwings, when they had the cracked frame. You know, having a frame welded on a new motorcycle would have definitely been a real disappointment after purchasing a motorcycle at the price of, you know, the premium price of a Honda Goldwing. See, I'm not going to get too deep into that. Like I said, out here for some throttle therapy. Just stopped at the Honda dealer to pick some clips up. We're waiting to hear more about that, and more than likely I'll be taking the bike probably 2 hours away down to DeLand to have that issue fixed. I'm a little bit more comfortable with that dealer than the previous ones that I've dealt with. Anyway, folks, gonna head into a parking out here now, get a little bit of practice in. My emergency braking, my braking and swerving, my U-turns and so forth. And you know what they say, man, if nothing else, practice emergency braking, braking and swerving. The experts claim that's the one tool we need to have in our toolbox to help keep us safe out here in the streets. Do the advanced safety classes, guys. You know, I'm heading tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to have this video edited, so I might have been already at the practice. I might bring a video from the Robert Simmons Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle practice. Hope to have a great time, guys. Rich the Return Rider coming to you from Lake City, Florida, and I'm out.